A blistering 2-month rally left global stock markets closing 2023 with strong annual gains as investors bet that major central banks have finished raising interest rates and will cut them rapidly in this new year 2024. The MSCI World Index, a gauge of global equities, had surged by 16% since late October and was up 22% this year as of the last trading session of 2023. That was December the 29th. The gains were driven by a dramatic shift in interest rate expectations following a flurry of recent data showing inflation falling faster than expected in Western economies. A growing consensus that borrowing costs will fall sharply in 2024 also sparked a bond rally, attracting investors to equities as they sought higher returns. The Federal Reserve boosted the trend in mid-December when its policy projections signaled substantial rate cuts this new year. The US 10-year Treasury yield, a benchmark for global assets that moves inversely to bond prices, had fallen to 3.88% from more than 5% in October as inflation continued to slide. US consumer prices rose 3.1% in the year to November, compared with 9.1% in the 12 months to June of 2022. Eurozone inflation dropped to 2.4%, the slowest annual pace since July of 2021, while the UK inflation has slowed sharply to 3.9%. Traders are now pricing they're now pricing in 6 rate cuts by the Fed and the European Central Bank by the end of this year 2024, a stark turnaround from the fears for higher for longer borrowing costs that triggered a global bond sell-off in the autumn of last year 2023. Some investors think markets are pricing in too much optimism that inflation will continue to trend lower without the US economy slipping into recession. Much of the gains on Wall Street were driven by a handful of big technology stocks, although the rally has broadened beyond the so-called Magnificent Seven, that is Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, Amazon, Tesla, Meta, and Nvidia. In recent weeks, the tech-dominated Nasdaq was up 44% for the year and its best swing in 2 decades, and we can see that here. Nasdaq 44 up 44.2%, S&P 500 up 24.6%, Russell up 16.9%, S&P mid cap 400 up 15.5%, Dow Jones up 13.8%. But all of this remarkable turnaround, all of this spectacular showing for especially the Nasdaq, the Magnificent Seven, a lot of market participants didn't really participate in this turnaround. It wasn't fully capitalized by many investors due to lingering apprehension, a hangover from 2022's decline, and the predictions of a recession due to the yield curve inversion that never happened. So as I pointed out earlier on, the rally, as you can clearly see, it was a broad one, and one of the stocks that really participated in that was actually Boeing. You wouldn't believe that Boeing was it really did participate in that. I want to believe. Okay, let's have a look at the daily chart and you see what I am talking about here. Let's have a look and see. You can see that this is the daily chart of Boeing. You can see that. You can clearly see this is over the last 1 year, or at least since April, I believe. Since April. Okay, let's see whether we can look at the 1 week chart. You might get a better picture. Yes, this is all the way down to, you can see that this is 2022, this is 2023. You can see that this is January. Okay, this is December of 2022. It was at roughly 191.79. So easily this explains it all. So I'm going to return to the 1 week chart and daily chart, and you see. So yes, this is the daily chart for Boeing. So currently it closed the session at that is Friday the 29th of December, closed at 261.27%, 261.27 dollars. So it has upper projections of 267.71, and up to 282.20. But the extrapolation for its price is suggesting that the stock is probably caution is warranted. It's forecasting a price of around 212. That is what it's extrapolating. Okay, so there are downward projections on Boeing stock all the way down to, on this daily chart, all the way down to 229.89. But let's have a look at the weekly chart and see whether we have yet more bullish projections. So this is its weekly chart, I want to believe. Yeah, this is okay. On the weekly chart, the reverse is the case. The extrapolation, I want to believe. Okay, let's see this. Let's get what the extrapolation is saying. Let's see. Okay, yes, the extrapolation, you can see that is actually saying the reverse. It's actually saying that it should be better than what it's currently now. It's extrapolating that the price, it should be trading at around $304.84. So there are upper projections for Boeing on this weekly chart. We have 278.80. We have 306.63, and then we have 387.44. Indeed, also there are downward projections all the way down to 96.54. So the extrapolations also further indicates that come Monday the 29th of January, it should be trading at 316.51. So this is the weekly chart. Let's look at the 1 month chart. We might get a different picture altogether. And then yes, on the 1 month chart, we have the reverse is also the case as well. The extrapolation is also warranting, is indicating that caution is warranted. But on this on the chart projections, there are Fibonacci projections. We have 302.82. We have 420.49 dollars. Yes. So yeah, indeed, the broad market. It was a broad market rally. It was a broad market rally. You can see that the Russell was up 16.9%. You know, whenever you see this, you can see that 2000 index, 2000 stocks involved. You know, whenever you see things like this, you know, it's a good indication that yes, indeed, or rather, good validation that indeed it was a broad market rally. It was a broad market rally. Yes, you know, the S&P 500, equally 500 stocks there, to up 4.6%. I mean, largely because some of all these other stocks in the in the Nasdaq are equally here as well in the S&P 500, and indeed the Dow Jones. You know, so indeed, but it's good to point out. I really want to point out the strength that Boeing has been showing of late. You know, this is the reverse. This was the sort of performance it used to have. I would say in around 2017 or thereabouts. You know, yeah. So see what you make of all of these, and I'll definitely continue to update you. Thank you very much for watching this video.